Alright guys, so I'm back again. I know you're probably getting tired of seeing me, but I need to make these videos as much as I can to try to get out there as much as I can. So, covering E3 still. I know I'm a couple days late on the PlayStation conference, but, you know, life happens and you have to pay bills. So, the E3 PlayStation conference. Thoughts and impressions. I really enjoyed what they showed. I know that this is going to be a little bit different video from the one that I made about the Xbox One because it's going to seem like I'm favoring Sony. But what Sony's done is they haven't forgotten what people buy consoles for in the first place, and that's easy gaming experience. They want games. They don't care about specs of systems. They don't care about hardware. Yeah, it's nice and, you know, trying to reach the 4K mark. And I know Sony made the PlayStation 4 last year, but let's be honest here. I only know a handful of people who actually own the thing. If you own it, comment in the section below. Tell me how the experience is. I only own the original PlayStation 4, which does fine for me. People buy consoles to play games. They want something they can hook up to their TV very easily, very quickly, and play the next Call of Duty or the next Halo or the next, you know, Destiny or whatever, what have you. And what Sony did was, all they did was show games. And you got people on the Xbox side saying, well, they didn't show enough to beat the Xbox One X, we win. And you got people on the Sony side saying, well, you didn't show enough things on the Microsoft conference to really warrant people buying an Xbox X. So, I'm not going to pick, you know, who won and who lost. I know that I appreciated the Sony press conference a lot more than I appreciated the Microsoft one, because all they did was just show game after game after game after game. And they had a lot of titles that were really interesting. Some of them, they're too indie for me, for my taste, but, you know, most of them pretty well heavy hitters. You know, you had Spider-Man, God of War shown, Shadow of the Colossus, and the list goes on and on. It had one guy come out there, talk for a few minutes, and then just game after game after game, which is what people who buy consoles want. They want just games. They want something to play on their system, you know, rather than the system itself. And in that regard, Sony has got Microsoft beat, because Microsoft showed off a lot of games, but not a lot of them were interesting, or they weren't really anything special. Crackdown was probably the heavy hitter Microsoft had, and to be really frank with you, I didn't really like the first two Crackdowns. I'm not going to buy the third one. So, yeah, guys, I'm not trying to be cruel or mean or say Sony won or Microsoft won or this, that, and the other. I'm just breaking down what my thoughts and opinions were about the conference. I really enjoyed it. I really liked seeing game after game after game, and really thought that that was the way they needed to go. Now, if they wanted to beat Microsoft, they could have very well done that. They could have really cut Microsoft's throat if they really wanted to. I was just thinking about this the other day, and when I was watching the conference, and I was thinking, well, if they cut the price of the PlayStation 4 Pro to, you know, $300 or even $250, or, you know, just enough to really cut Microsoft's throat, they really could, and that would be the perfect time to do it, but they didn't. They were very gracious about it. They didn't do it, but they really could have. So what we got coming up next is PlayStation PSX, and I'm really looking forward to that show and see if they're actually going to do that or not. Like, if they're really going to take a stab at Microsoft and say, look, you got the Xbox One X coming out for $500. Our 4K machine, we're going to drop the price. We're going to sell it for $300. And see if that, you know, if that pans out. I'm sorry, I'm kind of laughing about it. I just the thought of it is really, really funny to me. It would just knock the wind out of Microsoft's sails. And I know it sounds like I hate Microsoft, but I don't. I don't hate Microsoft. I just don't like the way things are going right now. What they should have done is they should have secured a lot more heavy hitter exclusives. Maybe even, you know, shown off Halo or something like that. You know, things that really sell systems instead of just Sea of Thieves and Crackdown. But overall, the PlayStation press conference was really impressive. I really liked it, really dug it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Remember to like and subscribe and hit that little bell, you know, to get more gaming news, reviews, and funny skits from me. This is Jesse James King signing out.